started today. I'm gonna play a rank today for 100% sure this time. I'm not gonna be like last time. Last time was unforeseen circumstances prevented me from playing the rank, but this time it's not gonna. In this game, I mean, I called top and I was gonna play Fiora top, but considering that we had ended up with a Yasuo mid, it would be better for the team to have an AP top. You don't wanna pick an AD top while you have an AD mid. You usually wanna, make a little sacrifice for the team. Because an old AD team would have the hardest job trying to win. All AD team is really hard. Winning as a whole AD team. Well, we're waiting now. Let's analyze enemy team. It's Ryze versus Zac and Yasuo versus Yasuo. Surprising. Is that skin on sale? They both have it. But Zac versus Ryze up top. This is an interesting matchup. I mean, Zac is gonna be built nearly like in the same pattern as Ryze. While Ryze goes build mana, Zac is gonna be try to go AP tank. Well, Ryze is AP tank, but you also try to build the mana items for Ryze because the more mana he has, the stronger he's gonna be. So I use championselect.net. You could use that. It gives you good counter tips. People use it to find out. Like here, the top counter tip for Zac is to make sure to crush Zag's goose when he uses his spells to make sure he doesn't heal. Well, which I think is a good advice. Now the important thing is the matchup, Zac versus Ryze. That was loud, but Zac versus Ryze. There's no comments on Zac how to play Zac versus Ryze. So we're gonna take advantage of everything, especially the fact that Zac is a short range. Well, I started the wrong masteries. If you look here, wrong masteries and wrong runes. But to a point, this could work in my advantage. Based on how much Zac is gonna be close range. Every time he comes close, I could just poke him with my basic, and my basic is gonna do more than they usually do because I started the wrong masteries. 200 mana we get. See, it says abilities scale with his maximum mana. Another problem I have with Ryze is that it does not specify on how much. Like, let's say if you have 200 more maximum mana, you'll be having, let's say, 30 or 40. But if you see the breakdown on it, it's different. So on every skill, with the exception of the ulti. Let's see how it goes. I haven't played Ryze in a long time, so always gotta have fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we might be able to see. Like in this case, now that I'm not sure on how good I'm gonna be with Ryze since I haven't played Ryze in a long time. I'm just gonna play it passive. I'm gonna make sure I survive in my lane. I'm not gonna die or feed my laner, and I'm just gonna wait for my jungler. The only hope we can have is that my jungler is. I'm gonna hope that my jungler is good enough to. Look, we're gonna lay down the damage on him. That's there. And we've been gonna
Come on already.
Zach hasn't started with the shield, so he's gonna fancy his chances. He dodged that, that was good. We punished him for that. Look, we're punishing him every time he comes close to the minion hits. I'm punishing him despite the fact that I'm missing on quite a lot of minions.
Right back at
We broke him down again. Look, every time he goes to use his skill, we're gonna hurt him for it. The healer is too far away, he's not gonna be able to go for neither of them. Gonna step on both. And that was a waste of his skill. He's probably
you. Handle this.
gonna fall back. I'm gonna zone him to make sure he's not gonna be able to do anything.
Let's go. Let's go.
Even pick a pawn. Now we're zoning him.
Come on already.
While I'm zoning him, I'm missing quite a lot of minions. I'm not focusing on minion farm as much, but my health dropped because of the basic attack on him. But I'm waiting for. Yeah, I was hoping for my Pantheon to come up top, give me a gank top, but he didn't. So. Gonna punish Zach for coming so close to me. Like, you want to keep your distance. If I had started with the AP masteries, it might have been a whole different situation, you know. Because I would be putting down quite a lot more damage with my Q rather than.
First blood.
That was a waste of his skill.
Don't hold me up.
There we. Zac has a teleport as well, so the question comes to who's gonna burn his teleport first. It's gonna be me or him. Very bad. The plan I was planning to do with my opponent did with me. He kept me there till his jungler came up and punished me for it, for staying there.
An ally has been slain.
I would have teleported down, but it is risky, especially when they both have full health like that.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Right back at you. Come on already.
This is no longer gonna be a fair fight between me and Zac. He's gonna regen more than I could walk away from him.
Hold me up. Let's go, let's go. Come on already.
The thing with Zac is he not building any damage, but he's hurting when he. I wanna last it only, so I could freeze the lane here. It's gonna help him quite a lot.
Don't hold me up. Right back at you. Can you handle this? On already. Can you handle this?
An ally has been slain.
This isn't looking well. Every lane is behind. Game is winnable, but you know, to a certain point, because you gotta, you know, I mean, you gotta keep in mind that mentality does change. You know, after a few deaths in a row.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Enemy killing spree.
Right back. On already.
He has a better range on his Q than I have on my skills. So I'm just gonna.
Don't hold me up.
That was weird.
Can you handle this? Let's go, let's go.
Slain.
This one, there's nothing I really can do really. Pantheon decided to just ignore. Just, and now he's chasing, which he shouldn't be doing. And he wins that flash. This is just, this Pantheon is just That was questionable. You
Shut down.
shouldn't be doing that. He misses his go the first time and then he just.
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
If he would win that all out fight, it's just. He's probably healing more than my abilities are damaging him. I'm gonna wait for
Come on already.
860 gold and then
Go, let's go. You handle this.
there's the
Slain.
Nautilus.
Come on already.
Well, the Pantheon made a mistake. He, at the very beginning, when he had the chance of.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Don't hold me up.
The Pantheon, when he had the chance of gank, he had the chance of ganking when he. At the beginning, when I was keeping Zac low, but he didn't, so. It's not gonna do him or me any good for him to gank now. If he puts a ward down, I could teleport for him, but yes, Pantheon's John. Pantheon is just. Us moving as a team is effective, but unless we find a way to stop the useless deaths, then especially with the Pantheon, it was unnecessary for him to go so far out.
Go, let's go. Don't
Yasuo bad choice.
Ally has been slain.
Bad choice on Yasuo.
Can you handle this? On already.
An ally has been slain.
Let's go, let's go.
That is the wrong way Sivir is going. She didn't even use her spell shield, but it was down. But the truth is, she knew that he was there, so
Can you handle this?
surrendering in 10 seconds. The game is winnable, but not when Yasuo or Pantheon just decide to go out like this. Depending on how this Yasuo ends, this fight, this is Jace, I will cast my road. Like I thought, he's not gonna end up doing anything.
Ally has been slain.
Like breed. No, you wanna
Let's go, let's go.
do everything. It's pointless. Nautilus, well, I always said, always report players who just, it's unnecessary. It's not like Nautilus was the reason. Well, he was kind of good, but it's not like, yeah, well, you get the point. Rise with the raw masteries? Not a good choice. I mean, like, some champions you can, you know, do something, even if you start with the wrong masteries. Because, like, they have abilities that scales of AP, or in AD cases, they have different abilities, but in this case, it's just not working. I mean, Katarina, if you start by your AD runes and masteries by mistake, it's not really that big of an issue because your W and your ultimate does a scale, and your ultimate does a scale higher with AD than AP. But I call top and I'm not.
I long for a worthy opponent.
But I suppose I'm just gonna have to lock as well. I really don't understand these logics. I personally, if someone calls it first, I won't insta log. I change. No, but usually when something like that happens, you might want to give it a few seconds. Make sure you won't drop in the same lobby with the same people. Let's try an ARAM. I haven't played an ARAM in a long time. No, as a matter of fact, I am just gonna play ARAM the entire day. Force champions in Italy. Oh. I don't think that's a good choice, mate. No thanks. uh, huh. Yeah, you. That's another point I don't get with people. Why would you play ARAM, which is a random champ, if you're gonna dodge? No matter how bad the champ. Let's put the AD one back on. This one's gonna be rather hard for me, not for my team. I gotta build tank. Off tank would be the best choice. I mean, have 4 people who could dash out the damage, so all I need to do is make sure they stay long enough to do so. Windowverse. What's the skin? Oh, they have a team. Well, this is the worst case scenario on an ARAM. suppose it's gonna be a long day with just ARAMs. You wanna buy your item and get up fast on ARAMs so you can get to the enemy side of the double bush down by the top side.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss.
Nidalee could have saved me, but Nidalee just decided to turn. She's just
Minions have spawned.
I'm surprised at this Nidalee. We could have finished Teemo up, but she playing it right. I managed to pick them up, but I took 2 tower hits. That was could have been avoided. Let's try and pick a health item up fast. And easily under the belt. Let's check out the items. Like, believe it's in the defensive items. Yes, that's Hextech Sweeper. You wanna you if you have a team on ARAM against you, and you like the need to be the tanky side of the team, you would want this item on you. I should have done my spin before slice and dice away. I'm a bit too aggressive. I gotta let it go, slow down a little on the aggressiveness. So you need to pick that health up before an enemy gets to it. This is bad, very bad. See, I'm keeping all the damage on me while my team is minion farming. And this is I am starting to get irritated at this. I mean, if Vayne and Nidalee were a bit more in the fight rather than minion farming, would have worked was now Vayne quits. That was unfortunate. I have no idea what Ariana was trying to do in that moment. That was too funny. Gotta give it to her. Funny moment of the game, but by far at the moment. Again, if Nidalee does not change to her tiger form at all, with the AoE damage from a tiger form, we could have easily won that fight. We better just surrender at 20 again. And she doesn't land every spear. Wow. And she stands on the health. This is ridiculous. Nearly, if I could have gotten my Q off, that would have. And when she decides to go tiger form, she does it when no one is around at help. She's French. Why am I not surprised? And she picks that health up. I won't be frontlining for a while, I suppose. That Lucian is. I think for ARAM they should, since there's only one lane rather than 3, they should change the surrender time to 10 because that would be more reasonable. let's say. They have visions on it. Yeah, this is since we didn't have the good early start, it's gonna be hard, but I kept their damage behind, so Akali Now set up focus. Chemo mushrooms everywhere. Let's try and assist the enemy team. They have 2 APs and a hybrid kind of damage, so could have built a lot more. I walked on it. Wow. Now we have vision on those mushrooms there. Kill that banshees and let's go for a spirit research because at this point the amount of AP on their team. kind of lay down the damage for everyone, but on everyone. That was good. If you could do the same to Teemo, maybe. Oh, that was a nasty spear. Gotta give it to her. That was nasty. That was super nasty spear. I'm gonna go for the magic resist boots instead in this case. Let's see if there's any item that gives us both magic resist and armor. The Guardian Zone. Need to be as tanky as you can be, so while I'm tanky like that, they will, my team could, my team could survive the fight. I'll tank them. They are just two not fed, they're stronger because of that one missing person. I mean, Bane on our team would have been the person to melt through Mundo and help let everyone else, you know, get ahead, because Mundo's the one stopping everyone. And of course we have a French Italy, let's not forget that. I mean, look at that Mundo, he's taking all those spears like it's nothing. Let's check out his armor. Wow, a magic resist. Very high. I'm not even gonna bother. I mean, in games like this, you gotta look at not just everyone else's mistake, but your own as well. Because in this game, I was way too offensive, way too aggressive. So man, I wanna report her for negative attitude. I mean, like if she doesn't see her own mistakes, then there's no point in me even arguing with her if she can't see the mistakes she made at the early levels where she could have changed the target from a few kills. She didn't. Like there was a triple kill. You would have gotten the ace without no one dying, but she didn't do it. So there's no point really. You know what? I'm gonna stop the stream here.